talk about Amazon and all the ways that you can make money. So I'm going to repeat myself really quickly for the ones that just came in. I want you to grab a notebook and a piece of paper because what I'm going to share with you is the way that I have made multiple six figures online with Amazon and also other ways besides Amazon. But I'm going to give you so much information. I want to introduce you to my friend Black Betty. Black Betty is a rock, and Black Betty keeps me grounded and keeps me from shiny object syndrome, right? Because we want to focus. And my goal for you today, I'm known as the Amazon Queen. I'm Becky Thames. I'm known as the Amazon Queen online, and I'm going to point you in a lot of different directions to make money on the internet. But I want you to focus. And after everything I talk about, you pick one way or two ways and decide what works best for you and your family in making money. So is my screen big enough or do I need to make it even bigger? Um, if y'all could let me know in the chat, that would be awesome. It looks good to you. Okay, awesome. Okay, so I am going to actually record this too for the ones that may not be able to be here. So let me see if I can hit record. Oh, well, no, I'm not recording. Let's see. I thought it might be, oh, it is recording. Okay. Well, we're going to chop this beginning part off since it is recording already. So, thank you so much for joining those that are just now joining me. Uh-oh, there's more people coming in. Hold on, guys. Okay. For those of you that are just joining me, my name is Becky Thames, the Amazon Queen, and I am going to share with you how to make $100 per day selling on Amazon, even if you've never sold online before. So I'm going to teach you how to cha-ching the crap out of your products. No uphill battles, no struggling, just fun with huge profits. I could have also titled this presentation How I Sold One Product Over 7,000 Times on Amazon While Cruising the Seas and Enjoying My Family. Or I could have also titled it How I Went from a Candy Crush Addict to a $1 million e-commerce seller. How I went from a Candy Crush addict to a $1 million e-commerce seller. Now, how many of you are seeing these places all around you? Store closing, Pier 1 airports, Macy's, restaurants are closing. They're just retail stores are slowly dying all around us. And also, where are my Prime members at? Let me know in the chat if you are a Prime member. I am a Prime member on Amazon. I'm going to give you some facts about Amazon. As of April of 2021, there were more than 200 million Prime customers worldwide. There's more Amazon customers in the United States that have a Prime membership than those that do not. I see I'm a Prime member. Yes, I'm a Prime member. I am Prime. The average Prime member spends $1,400 per year on Amazon, and their credit card is already stored in Amazon's website. So every time you shop on Amazon, you're not pulling your credit card out. It is already there. And so I'm going to introduce you to something tonight called FBA, which stands for Fulfillment by Amazon. And this is the only way that you can get them to use FBA. I'm a Prime member. Thank you so much for joining, Talisha. Yes, I'm a Prime member too. And get this, 3 out of 4 smartphones already have the Amazon app on already installed. Let me know if you have the Amazon shopping app already installed on your phone. I know I do. I shop on Amazon, but more importantly than that, while I'm looking, I also sell on Amazon. So let me see what my Amazon sales were for today so far. Okay. So for today so far, 1,000, can y'all see this? Nope, let me see. Oh, I changed it. Hold on. $1,017 in sales so far today. Let me see if y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? $1,017 in sales so far today. We'll check at the end of the webinar to see if there were any more sales because people buy when I'm sleeping. They buy when I'm at work. They buy whenever I'm out to eat or at a play, just living life. Amazon is a $1 trillion company and people shop all the time. And at least 25% of all the money spent online flows through Amazon. So here's a chart I want to show you. Annual net sales revenue on Amazon from 2004 to 2023. Now, I started selling on Amazon January 2014. So I've been selling on Amazon for 10 years. So if you look at this chart, way back here, 88 billion is when I joined Amazon. Last year, $574 billion in sales, right? I don't know about you, but that's a juggernaut, right? Amazon is a juggernaut. And who could forget about Alexa and the Echo? 49% of customers have added a shopping list item via Echo, and 35% of customers have bought an item via Echo. Some people just say, hey, Alexa, add XYZ to my Amazon cart, and it will for you. So let me tell you right now, if you're trying to make money online without tapping into Prime members, without one-click purchasing, which we're going to talk about tonight, without being ultra mobile friendly, and having the deepest level of trust. People trust Amazon. That's why my credit card is stored on their website. And that's probably why your credit card is stored on there too. So who is this girl screaming at you from the other side of the screen? I'm here to help you cash in on it. My name is Becky Thames. I'm the Amazon queen. I'm married with 2 boys. I have 25 years of e-commerce experience. I started selling on eBay November 9th, 1999. I made 10K in my first 90 days on Amazon. My family has 15 streams of income. I've had well over $1.3 million in Amazon sales. I quit sharing my numbers back in like 2016 because this is what I know. What my Amazon sales are doesn't matter. What matters is what I can help you do. And I'm the founder of BeckyTims.com because I don't think anybody else can do it, right? So I have had some amazing, amazing wins on Amazon. I was able to purchase my dream cars, join the $1 Million Club on Amazon. In 2016, we retired Big Papa. If you follow me on Facebook, this is Big Papa. We retired him from the fire service in 2016. I get to teach my 2 boys entrepreneurship, and that is huge. And to see them making money in their lives. Now, most people, that's what they would do. They would just show you all the good things that and Amazon has done so many more good things for me and my family, and we bless like complete strangers too. And people would show you that, but they don't show you the bad things, right? But I want to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly of Amazon. When I first started selling online, I was listing and listing and listing in January of 2014. My boys were little then. They were 8 and 10. I would wake up early. I had a full-time career. I still have a full-time career that I absolutely love, but I would wake up early. I would go to bed late. I would, I just kept listing and listing and listing, kind of like Forrest Gump, just kept running and running and running. And I even cursed a few times. It took me hours. I wanted to take a hammer and like smash this computer sometimes, but I didn't. I had my first sale on eBay and I lost 7 cents. And I put in so much time, y'all. I was drop shipping back then. If you're watching me now, do not drop ship on Amazon. But I was drop shipping on eBay from Amazon to eBay. And I joined a network marketing company in 2014 that taught me how to do that. And I lost 7 cents on my first sale, and I mean, I had a pity party straight up because it felt like I was working for 50 cents an hour. It felt bad. Only Ben and Jerry's chocolate therapy showed up. At one point my husband was like, Becky, are you going to get up from that computer and clean this house? And I looked him square in the eyes like I'm looking at you. And I said, no. I said, there are people that are making $10,000 on Amazon. And if they can do it, I can do it too. And so what I want to share with you is if I can do it, you can do it too. Is it going to be easy? Nope. Is it going to be simple? Yes. And I'm going to show you how today. So I'm going to teach you how to crack the code, the Amazon code. I actually wrote a book. It's called Cracking the Amazon Code, the Ultimate Amazon Selling Strategy by Becky Thames. And in this book, I teach you the 4P process. Now, this 4P process is not something that I thought of. This is from a guy named E. Jerome McCarthy that I learned about when I was earning my MBA at the Citadel. And the 4P process is the marketing mix. It talks about selecting the right product, sourcing it from the right place, listing it at the right price, and launching it with the right promotion. And write this down. I don't care what you're selling. If you have the right product in the right place, at the right price, and with the right promotion, you will sell your products. That is the 4P process. That's what we're going to talk about today. Selecting the right product, sourcing it from the right place. I'm going to show you where to source it, listing it at the right price, and launching it with the right promotion. Okay. I could have also titled this presentation My $1,000,000 Private Label Secrets, so you don't have to make the mistakes that I did. And oh boy, I made a ton of mistakes, ton of mistakes. But I'll share more about that with you later. So maybe you heard me tell my $1,000,000 story on stage in Atlanta, or maybe you follow me on Facebook, or maybe you're friends with me in real life. I just want to share with you that if I can do this, you can do this too. Another fall that I had is when I was trying to learn Amazon and work a full-time career and have two small boys. I gained 50 pounds. Now I'm 5'3", or 5'4". I'm gonna give myself that inch. Real short, and 50 pounds does not look good, right? And so I want to lose the weight. And so I'm in the process of losing those 50 pounds. So who is this webinar for? If you really want to make a difference in your family's lives, more time, make more time and more money for your family, work from home if you can. Maybe you have tried making an income or with e-commerce before and failed, then this webinar is for you. And Tennille, if you are watching me, massive cha-ching to you. Tennille actually gets to stay home with her three beautiful children in the beautiful state of Utah because of e-commerce. Now, who is this webinar not for? If you're here to chase shiny objects, I want you to meet Black Betty. We already talked about that. We are not get rich quick in no form or fashion. It's not get rich quick. If you're just here to gather information and try to implement it, it's not going to work for you. Guys, this is a no BS webinar. I'm going to be really, really honest. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to be real. I'm going to help you create your own brand. That's what I'm all about, creating a brand and create your product. And I want to help you sell it quickly without all the pitfalls that I went through. Now, for all the women that are watching me, this is about you becoming a superhero and creating your own product. And if you're the dudes watching me, man is nothing else but what he makes of himself. But I want to be clear. I'm not about to show you how to sprinkle some magical unicorn poop on your computer and miraculously make a $1,000,000 product. This literally is a product. It's from the website thisiswhyi'mbroke.com. You can go look it up. I'm not going to show you how to miraculously make a $1,000,000 product, but if you want to make some unicorn poop candy or some unicorn poop soap and sell it on Amazon, then I'm your girl, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that directly. But I want you to know that I'm no one special. Yes, I have been successful in my career. I actually am a laboratory director at a local lab here in the Charleston, South Carolina area. I'm a scientist. I absolutely love my job. The number one question that I get asked, if you're so successful, why are you still working? And one, I told you we retired Big Papa in 2016, and he likes to cook and clean and do all that stuff. And I like to make money, and I like to show you how to make money. And so that is what I'm doing. But I was drowning in debt from all of those student loans, from all of those degrees, right? I kept going to school, not because I'm smart. It was out of necessity because I had to, right? Because I had student loans to pay back and I couldn't afford to pay them back. So while I want you to be Wonder Woman and I want you to be Superman, This was me. I was a master of degrees, but I was shackled by debt. Don't get me wrong, guys. I am so proud, so proud of those degrees because I came from absolutely nothing. So I don't know you and I don't know what your circumstances are, but I'm here to say that if I can do this coming from absolutely nothing, in fact, this is the home that I grew up in, except when I grew up there, it was pink and not like beautiful rainbow row pink in Charleston, South Carolina. It was like Pepto-Bismol pink, and we had the Christmas lights hanging on the lights all year round. That's the kind of house that I grew up in. But I know I was raised by my mom, single mom, three kids. I know that she did the best that she could. And even as I'm a laboratory director now, I'm playing life smaller than what I want to. Now, I'm getting ready to show you my documented 1099K from Amazon 2014, 2015, 2016. This is my personal, this is my husband's, this is our businesses. And we have more and more and more every year for 10 years. Normally, if I was doing a PowerPoint, it would go there, but you can just see that. But the last time I shared, one day on Amazon, I sold in one day 1,237 products, $18,220.25 in sales on one day on Amazon. I wrote about it. It's probably in the first few pages of this book, and I'll show you how you can get a copy of this book later. But I don't share my results anymore because, like I said, it doesn't matter what I can do. What matters is what you can do. And I want to tell you that these results are not typical. I mean, you don't normally have an 18,200 and $20 day, right? Usually, well, it depends. You can have a $3,000 day, a $1,000 day, a $500 day. Who knows? Well, who's going to shop on Amazon? Is there a rhyme or reason? Do you say, okay, I'm going to shop every Thursday? Or are you like most people and say, oh, I need a phone case. I'm going to go to Amazon on a whim, right? So who knows? So why are you watching this training? There's one of two reasons. Either you're running away from some type of pain, or you're running towards some type of pleasure. Like, yes, I want $100 a day profit. Or, man, I got to pay my student loan. I don't know where I'm going to get the money. I've been on both sides of this, right? And this is a balancing act. And I'm going to tell you, there's going to be obstacles. You're going to be on here and you're not going to have any money. I want to tell you about Debbie and John. Debbie and John were married for 25 years and they had a family and everything. Never even had a honeymoon, couldn't even go on a vacation until e-commerce. And they are in Texas and they went to Mexico for their 25th anniversary. So excited for Debbie and John. Time. I'm busy. I don't know about you, but time is a big deal for me. Jackie's excuse me, her grandmother was passing away and she wanted to spend time in her grandmother's past years with her grandmother. And before I met Jackie, she was trying to sell online by herself. She was making $5,000 in sales. Her first year working with me, she made $250,000. 2021, she made $300,000. And I'll have some more to show you about Jackie later, but she is a die-hard Buffalo Bills fan. And before I met Jackie, she was watching the Buffalo Bills on the TV. But now Jackie can watch the Buffalo Bills at the actual stadium with her brother. Or maybe ability. Maybe if you're like, I don't know if I can sell on Amazon. It's a big juggernaut. It's scary out there. Well, I want you to meet Dhruv. Dhruv is from the country of India. And he said, I saw your videos over and over. He even suggested me to his Chinese friends and his Indian friends too, who want help to sell on Amazon. He said, I had 7 sales today. Write this down. You're not selling products, you're selling keywords. You're not selling products, you're selling keywords. And when I told Dhruv that, he said, I changed my title and keywords to for darts, which made it possible. So Dhruv was selling darts and did not even have the word darts in his title. We're going to talk about that later on, but he said, you helped me a lot, so I am thankful to you. I have the brains, but I really felt nervous when the product was failing as he lacked experience. So maybe you're confused. Maybe confusion is your obstacle, or another one is fear. Fear is another one. Kathy, I think Kathy is on here. Kathy said, before I took the course, I was barely getting 12 sales a year and had no FBA, which stands for Fulfillment by Amazon, because I was too scared to do that. Last year, my sales, wholesale and retail, were over $65,000, steadily growing. Not bad for starting with $50 per day goals. So Kathy makes her own pottery. It is so beautiful. I bought some. I love it. Um, it is a cruet. Cruet. I think I said it right. I'm not a cook in the kitchen, but I do have my olive oil in one and I love it. And so she makes these in beautiful North Carolina. And so she was selling on Etsy, and I'm not sure what her sales are now, but I remember many, many years ago when I got this post from Kathy, she was like, I was able to pay for her family's Christmas presents, her first year selling online. So, Kathy, massive cha-chings to you. I saw you join today. So, this webinar is about you private labeling your product, making your first dime online, and getting that product idea out of your head and private labeled ASAP. Kathy said, woohoo, yes, higher. Thank you. Yeah, I know your sales are higher now. That's why I said that was a long time ago. So, I want to help you create your own private label brand. Cha-ching, regardless of your shape, your gender, your color, your background, or any excuse that you tell yourself about why you can't succeed. You saw my background, you saw where I came from, you see my shape, my gender, my color, you see all the excuses. And even with all that, I still succeeded. And more importantly, I want to help you succeed on Amazon as well. Okay, so the 3 secrets that I'm going to teach you today. Number 1, you can research and find your own products that are already selling on Amazon. Number 2, you are incredible and you can have a wildly successful private label product as long as you remember this one thing. And number 3, you don't need to be an expert or even a seasoned marketer to have your own private label product. So before we start, maybe your current identity is you don't even sell on Amazon or you don't do it well. There are some people, believe it or not, that have never even bought on Amazon. But the truth of it is you probably haven't been shown the right way. Maybe you lack conviction in what products might sell, or there's some patterns that we might need to break together tonight. And what is this costing you? It's costing you your future self, your family, and the world. So before the start, none of this actually matters if you're not serious about selling on Amazon. So why waste your time? We need to spend at least a little bit of time today, understand what is going to prevent you from changing your life. So for the few of you that are ready, are you on board with helping me shift the other members that are here that are not quite convinced that Amazon is the way for them? So a lot of people, they jump into something and they start and they stop and they lose momentum. Like you'll get a little bit of momentum and then you stop, or you retreat back to your comfort zone. You hit a new high, you make $15,000 in sales, and then you retreat back inside. Maybe you make $17,000 profit in one day. Profit now, not sales, $17,000. I've done it in my career selling online, so I know that it can be done. Or maybe you have analysis paralysis. Now, this one is real. This one is real. This is why I mentioned the Black Rock, because I'm throwing a lot of stuff at you today, and there's going to be so much, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't want you to feel stuck. I want you to move forward. Or maybe you're letting fear win. You have self-doubt. You worry about the future, judgment, failure, success. And a lot of people are like, well, what if I fail? And I want you to write this question down. What if you succeed? What would you do? What if you succeed? Now, I have a question for you, and I want you to answer it in the chat. Imagine that you have your first product already picked and it's selling, and your profit is $100 per day. What would an extra $100 per day or $3,000 per month do for you? Let me know in the chat, what would an extra $100 per day which is equivalent to 3 grand a month due for you. And while you're typing that in the chat, I got a little sip of water. I'm going to let some more people jump into the room. And now I want you to imagine that you already have your second and your third product picked, and it's selling $100 per day. Pay off debt in a few months so I can retire. I actually could quit my part-time job, help me support my family better. Yeah, that's the kinds of things that just an extra $100 a day could do for you. But what if you had an extra $300 a day? I could move. These are the kinds of things that you can do. So you could I could travel, or if travel is your thing, you could travel $9,000 per month. I could pay more taxes, right? That would be one thing. Write this down. Pay your taxes, pay the IRS, add to help with debt, no part-time job. That's right, Tyra. That's the kind of things you can do. Quit my casual job, travel with my hubby. Yes, 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 all of the things. Okay, this is my car. Spend more time with your family. My car payment is $811.60 a month. I drive a Volvo. I love, love, love my car. This is a true, true payment. Stop doing everything you hate to do. Yes, that's what you can do. So this is just one little product. Some magnetic eyelashes, right? They sell online for $6.99 all the way up to like $12.99. And the revenue, just the revenue from one magnetic eyelash is 3,000, let's say $2,500 a month to $3,200 a month. And I'm going to show you how cheap these little magnetic eyelashes are for in a little bit, right? Now, this next one, this is a house. For those of you that are not near Charleston, South Carolina, this is 31 East Battery Street. If you ever watch when the hurricane comes and they're showing the water whipping, this is the house that's in every one of the pictures. It's $5.25 million when it was on for sale on Zillow. The estimated payment for the mortgage, $29,266 in 1 month for this one house in beautiful historic Charleston, South Carolina. Now I want you to look there. Number one, Poop Lunch. What a brand name, right? I want y'all to think about a brand name. His brand name is Poop Lunch False Eyelashes in 1 month on Amazon. The revenue, $540,325.97 with a BSR, which stands for bestseller rating of 84. That's a whole lot of eyelashes, y'all. So next time y'all are out and you see somebody flashing their eyelashes, y'all think about Poop Lunch making $504, $500,000 in revenue. And here they are for $8.99. He or she, I don't know who they are, $60,000. I'm sorry, 60,000 products per month in sales, $500,000 just on one product on Amazon. So I'm here to say there's a lot of money to be made on Amazon. You've seen the gurus making all the money out there. So now it is your turn. It's your turn. And there's only one word that you need, one word. And that one word that you need is a system. You must have a system. So I want you to write this book down. It's one of my favorites. It's called The E-Myth Revisited: Why Most Small Businesses Don't Work and What to Do About It. And this is what every successful entrepreneur knows. Every one of us knows this. And it's by Michael Gerber. He's the world's #1 small business guru. Listen to it on Amazon, Kindle, get it from the library. It's really good. This is Anita. Anita said Becky's training course was the perfect jumpstart for our private label supplemental company. We have had success since day one on Amazon. We truly appreciate her taking our calls even after the course. This is from Anita Greathouse. She actually owned a diaper manufacturing plant here in Charleston, South Carolina. No, I'm sorry, not in Charleston, but in South Carolina too. So how an average girl like me started with no experience, no product, no website, no blog, no email list, no insider secrets, and no easy button. Okay, so this was me back in 2014. Look at my short hair. I did all the things. And so these are the business models that you can do with Amazon. All right, remember Black Betty, the Black Rock. There's so many ways to make money selling on Amazon. You can do retail arbitrage. This was me out doing retail arbitrage. Those were some Rock'em Sock'em gloves. My first one, I was at the Walmart in Orangeburg, South Carolina. They were $7 for a set of gloves, and they were selling on Amazon for $20. And so my profit was $7 per box. That was one trip, and that was only one shelf at the Walmart in Orangeburg. There were actually two more shelves. Like I didn't even clear the shelf. There were so many more. And then I was so excited the very next day. I went on my lunch break and made $100 buying these water balloons at the Walmart here in North Charleston. So you can go shopping. If you love to shop, you can go out to your Walmarts, to your Kohl's, to your Dollar Trees, and that's called retail arbitrage. You can do the exact same thing online, and that's called online arbitrage. That's what we call click and ship. Click and ship. So instead of physically going shopping at the Walmart.coms, or I mean the Walmart stores, you actually go to Walmart.com, Kohl's.com, Lowe's.com, HomeDepot.com, and there is software that will run while you're sleeping that says, hey, this book is $5 at Walmart, but it's selling on Amazon for $25 and it's selling 700 a day. Go buy all that you can find. There are people that do that. And then there is wholesale. Wholesale is when you buy a larger quantity of items for a lesser price, and then you sell it on a different marketplace than where it's currently being sold. And then private label. I am all about the brand. I want you to create a brand. Now, don't get me wrong. I know 7-figure, 8-figure, and 9-figure Amazon sellers that do all of these different business models. They all have different ones, right? They all have different ones. We'll talk about the software. You're asking about the software. We'll talk about that for online arbitrage, but they all talk about different ones, right? And so there's lots of ways. So let's talk about the problems with sourcing. Number one, you don't own the product. It's usually name brand products, and anyone can sell that product because those products have the same UPC code on them. They share the buy box. Now you may say, what is the buy box? If you're shopping on Amazon and it says add to cart, and you just click that button and it goes to the cart when you're shopping with your Prime account, whatever seller is in the buy box, and nobody knows how Amazon chooses who wins the buy box. But in my opinion, that is the most precious piece of real estate in the world, which is the Amazon buy box, because when you're private label, you're always in the buy box. So whenever somebody clicks add to cart, your product is automatically going over there. But if you're doing retail arbitrage, you have to share with all the other sellers. The online arbitrage, you have to share with all the other sellers. The software is called tactical arbitrage. That is one of the softwares that you can use that scans at night. There's a whole learning curve behind that. You have to compete on price. If you're a new seller and you don't know how to sell on Amazon, you're going to have a race to the bottom for the lowest price, right? Or maybe you have limited inventory. With retail arbitrage, meaning you go to TJ Maxx and there's only one of an item, you can only buy one of an item. So that is one of the things. Private label, creating your own brand, you own the product because you're the manufacturer. You get to customize the product. You get to add the value. You get to customize the packaging. You get to pick your title. You get to get your own trademark. You own the buy box. You get to set your own price. You get to control the inventory, right? Now, Amazon is going to get paid to do this, and they get paid very nicely to do what we're getting ready to talk about in a few minutes, Amazon FBA. But I'm telling you that it is a way for you to make extra money. So there is a 4-step process to cracking the Amazon code. This is the exact 4 steps. We've already talked about them. The right product from the right place at the right price and with the right promotion. And that's how I was able to have over $1.3 million. So this is me before selling on Amazon. I was selling on eBay and I was flipping code 3 fire trucks and just the right shoes. And my son was born, my firstborn son was born at 29 weeks and he was fighting for his life, like fighting for his life back in September of 2001. And that was before I found Amazon. So what is Amazon FBA? It stands for Fulfillment by Amazon. This is where your manufacturer ships the products to Amazon. Amazon stores the products. Amazon picks and packs and ships the products. Amazon provides all the customer service and you get paid. I get paid every 2 weeks into my checking account like clockwork. So why is FBA the bomb? You don't need to store products at your home. You don't need to hire associates. You buy the products no matter what sourcing method you want. If you want to do retail arbitrage, if you want to do online arbitrage, if you want to do wholesale or private label, you send the products to Amazon. Amazon stores your products for a fee. The customers come and purchase your products because their credit card's already stored in Amazon's website. Amazon picks and packs your product for a fee, and Amazon ships the products to your customers, and Amazon does all the customer service. So that is why I'm able to continue to work my full-time career and let Amazon do all the work while I continue to get paid every 2 weeks. Congratulations, your payment is on the way and will arrive soon for forever. I just put some screenshots all the way back, but they go all the way back to 2014 in my email. How many of you would like to get an email from Amazon that says, your payment is on the way, your payment is on the way, your payment is on the way? It's good. $20,893.04. Your payment is on the way. So number one, you can research and find your own products that are already selling on Amazon. So let's talk about the right product. How can you do that? Yeah, I'm seeing me. Yes, that would be awesome. Yes, it is awesome. It's a great feeling. In fact, Saturday night was payday and it hit my checking account today on Tuesday. Whoop, whoop. So I love every second Tuesday or every 2 weeks I get paid on Saturdays, but it hits my checking account on Tuesdays. So the right product, you can go to eBay and look at popular eBay products. You can look at Amazon and look at popular Amazon products. You can go to department stores, websites, look in magazine ads, write a touch list, and most important, listen. Listen to what your friends, family, children are talking about, because they will tell you that those poop lunch eyelashes are flying off the shelf, right? That's how you will know. Or you can just look around. But this is what I did. So remember I told you I started drop shipping back in 2014 with a network marketing company. I love network marketing because it takes an average person like me that can reach people that are living in Australia and Canada and all over the world. And I'm from a one-stoplight town and you would have never heard of me, right? So thank you for joining me here today. And it's all because of like network marketing and e-commerce. But while people were drop shipping, and yes, their numbers looked good, what I wanted to do and what I want you to think about is I want you to have a replenishable. A replenishable. So you may be saying, well, Becky, what is a replenishable? A replenishable is something that people use and then they buy more and more and more of it. So another thing would be like a consumable. A consumable is something that people eat and they buy more and more and more of it, or they drink it, right? That is how I built my Amazon business. And I want you to think like that when you're thinking about your product. Those magnetic eyelashes, people use them, they replace them, they buy more, right? I want you to think about that. Okay. Next one, right product. use Amazon for ideas. Amazon tells you, hey, here's the best sellers, here's the hot new releases, here's the movers and shakers, here's the most wished for, here's the gift ideas, and they tell you, right? And we already talked about Amazon's bestseller rank. Amazon's bestseller rank is a calculation that's based on Amazon sales. It's updated every hour to reflect recent and historical sales of every item sold on Amazon. Okay. Um, so many years ago, my husband was turning 50, and I literally typed in the word 50 in the Amazon search criteria. And you can close your eyes if you want to and just throw darts. But I chose categories. I went to home and kitchen, event and party supplies, cake decorating supplies, cake and cupcake toppers. And I ended up on cake toppers, and this word 50 came up. This is something that people would put like in the top of a cupcake. People eat the cupcake, and then more cupcakes are going to be made. There's going to be put another one in there, right? It's a replenishable. These are types of things people use. And I want you to think about things you use in your bathroom, and that'll get you some ideas of things that people use, because this is where you can make a lot of money. So just from typing in the word 50, I ended up on this 3x3x3 clear gift box, right? $26.99 for a pack of 50. It has 40 reviews on Amazon. The BSR, or bestseller rank, was 12,221. There was one FBA seller, which tells me that it's a private label brand, right? They're the only one that had this. And I was like, okay, so they're selling boxes. So you select the right product, source it from the right place, list it at the right price, launch it with the right promotion. So when you're doing this research, your minimum price that I want you to look for is $15. Because, and this is true when you're selling on, or when you're buying on Amazon, for every $100 that you spend on Amazon, Amazon makes approximately 33%. So there, if you buy $100 item on Amazon, Amazon's profit is $33. Let's say the cost of the product, cost of goods sold, is $33, and your profit is $33, right? That's how I like, at a minimum. I really like to do 7x, because you're going to have promotions, you're going to have to advertise, and we're going to talk about that. But so just think, if you have a $15 item, your minimum profit per item is $5, right? I like to shoot for a third. So if I have $1,000 in sales, $300 profit today, right? That's how I like to look at my Amazon sales. And of course, the more profit that you have, the higher price the item. Okay. Now, if you are doing retail arbitrage, online arbitrage, you're not going to see those numbers. I see people that sell things for like $100 and they only make $5 profit. That's like, that's a no-go for me, but that's their business model, right? And so that's another reason why I don't share numbers, because then you start asking questions. Well, how much is your profit? What business model are you using? How much is advertising? There's so much that goes on behind the numbers. And I honestly don't have time to answer those anymore. So I quit back in 2016, but do know that I'm doing what I teach, right? I do what I teach. You want it to weigh less than 10 pounds. As of March the 1st, a few days ago, I used to could mail a 20-pound box to Amazon for $6.58 with, like, let's say 100 items in it. I still can mail a 10-pound box to Amazon for $6.58, but they added on a 22-cent per item charge. So now I have to pay an extra $22 for that same box. So now it's $28 instead of $6. Now that hits my profit, right? But because I have larger margins, I can incorporate that. But ultimately, what happens when Amazon raises prices? It gets passed on to you, the consumer. That's what most people do. They try to absorb it for as long as they can, and then it's going to come to you. So just be aware that as of March 1st, Amazon put this huge increase on current Amazon sellers. You want to look for products that have great reviews, listing quality, the keywords. Remember, you're not selling products, you're selling keywords. You want to have a better quality product than what your competitors are doing. We don't want to have just another Me Too product. We want to make our product better. And our goal is to just get a product and sell 10 to 20 a day. That's it. That's it. Now, are there people out here selling 60,000 in a month? They are. But if you looked at Poop Lunch, I think their price was what, $8.99. So they might be only making $1 per item that they're selling, but they're selling 50,000 a month or 500,000 a month. So that might be a $50,000 item to them, right? So different sellers have different business models, but I just wanted to let you be aware of that. So I told you I was going to show you how to make $100 a day and teach you how to aim for that. Have one product, $10 profit times 10 sales, $100 a day. Have 5 products, $500 a day. One product, $3K a month. That's $36,000 a year. 5 products, $15,000 a month, $180,000 a year. That's the simple math. So just by picking the 3x3x3 box, you could have Betty's Beautiful Boxes as your brand, right? You could sell white boxes, ivory boxes, rose laser cut boxes, black boxes, 3x3x3 clear boxes. But then you could also sell 2x2x2, 4x4x4 in all of these different variations, and just sell boxes that are going to be used as gift boxes. And then they're going to be, people are going to purchase more and more and more, right? Okay, when you're looking at a product, the title is the most important. The title is the most important. When the shoppers are shopping on Amazon, they can't smell the product, they can't feel the product, but they can use their sight. So your images are so important, and you want to show the product being used. So look at these 3x3x3 gift boxes, and you're like, oh, those can be used for s'mores, right? What a great idea. And so if somebody is going to have a s'mores party, they could use the 3x3x3 boxes. You want to look at customers' questions, and they will tell you how you can improve the product, right? Because we want to improve the product. And look at the sales data. For the 3x3x3, this product sells approximately 300 times a month, 10 times a day, $8,124 in revenue, right? And I'm going to show you where you can buy those for about 10 cents each, cost of about $5 for 50, and then sell for 27, right? 29 unique keywords. Remember, I said you're not selling products, you're selling keywords. So even though it's a gift box, it is a clear candy apple box with hole top. PET clear favor boxes for caramel, apples, treat chocolates, transparent cube plastic gift box for ornaments, Christmas, wedding party, baby shower. So this seller put all of those keywords in the title because that is what people will be searching for, right? You're searching for those keywords. And this is where you put the keywords in your back end. They go under search terms. So if you're already an Amazon seller and you don't know that, they're not called keywords, they're actually called search terms right here. The higher that you rank for keyword searches and the more searches that you rank for, the more money you will make. So keywords is what gets you sales. So private label products, biotin. Biotin is huge. Anything is huge. I want you to look at these little dropper bottles. This is a tincture. And while you're looking at these, think of types of products that you use that you're going to use it all and then buy more and buy more. Think of markers. You can do that as well. Let me mute somebody. Here we go. You can buy markers. People use markers and then they use, then they're used up. You can private label thermometers. And if you look, this is the exact same thermometer. The only difference is the brand name on there. And some of them put their website instead of the degrees Celsius or degrees Fahrenheit. My puppy came up here, so Chief is here with me. Speaking of puppy, right on time. Amazon Queen. I private labeled my own Amazon Queen tiara. It's right here, right there, right? I got to design it. I wanted it 4 inches tall. I wanted it to say Amazon Queen. I wanted the two combs on the side, all of those things. So that first P, the right product, what I just told you is the most difficult stage and it takes time. And if you spend your time and dig deep, you will get there. So as I was sleeping, there were thousands of dollars pouring into my account July 15th, 2015, $18,220.25. And you want to know the cool thing? Once you nail the system, you can just duplicate it and do more and more and more and make a difference in the lives of others. These are my two boys. I already talked about them. This is Andes on Facebook. His name is God's son, but he said Becky is a real person and the system she has works. I met her here 6 months ago and I was able to quit my job and enjoy the luxury that comes with working for me on my own time from anywhere, preferably the beach. I love getting a call from Andes. He lives in Jamaica and he calls me like sometimes he's in Jamaica, sometimes he's in Alaska, sometimes I don't know where he's at. And he's like, I'm doing this or I'm doing that. And so I love catching up with him. This is Miss Barber. When I started working with her, she was 79 years old. She private labeled her own scarves with her sister. You are an incredible, and you can have a wildly successful private label product as long as you remember this. And I want you to listen up because this one is so important. You have to know your why. Why do you want to do this? And you have to take action in spite of your fears and your challenges. So here's Roscoe, my dogs, my family. I was able to take my family on our dream vacations. But if you don't know your why, you're never going to have enough gumption to get through the inevitable challenges. This is Amy. She said, I'm officially debt free thanks to eBay and Amazon. No house payment, no car payment, no student loans. Jackie again. Before working with Becky, she was watching the game on TV. Now she's at the Buffalo Bills Stadium or the Chiefs Stadium watching the Bills that day, right? So the ugly, right? You want to watch the flags. When Amazon comes up and says, "Hey, here's some flags." When I first started selling on Amazon, my account was suspended. They had $35,000 held up in Amazon and it was suspended, right? Because I did not give tracking numbers, right? Tracking numbers. So those are super important. Keywords, right? Here's another makeup brush set. This is another software. It's called Helium 10. I talk about it in my book. This is a perfect listing. It's a 10 out of 10. The images are great. The title is great. The the savings are great. Everything, right? Everything about this listing is really good. But we're not selling makeup brushes. We're selling the keywords. Makeup brishes. People misspell words all the time. But if you have brishes on the back end and nobody else has it as one of their keywords, you're going to get 1,152 sales because 1,152 people misspelled brushes, right? And putting the words in Spanish. There are Spanish speaking customers that search Amazon. Amazon is just a search engine and they search it in Spanish. Here's the makeup things. What I want you to take away from this is a picture is worth 1,000 words, but sometimes a picture is worth $1,000 or more. So you can make money just by having better images than your competitors online. Here's some more data that the software tells you. It tells me like for those makeup brushes, there were 3 people that did very good, that are very good sellers. 4 are 0 are okay, and 3 are weak. And this listing has been on Amazon for 2 years, 9 months. So I can look at all the data, right? This is Pam. She said, what I love the most about working with Becky is her ability to drill down to the best keywords for a product. I entered the market with 2 highly competitive products in one of the toughest markets, toughest selling niches, and within the first few days saw my products ranking on Amazon. And now, weeks later, we're averaging 2 to 3 sales organically per day. But then she goes, OMG, this is crazy. The blank is now at 12,640 BSR and number 95 in its main category. And the other product is 33,734, number 30 in its main category. Don't mind me. I'm just a tad bit excited to see all of this play out in real time because it takes time, right? You're not going to just put your product up there and then do that. What software are you using to see these keywords on the makeup brushes? I use Data Dive. I use Helium 10. And if you want those, there is a charge for those. I do have discount codes for those things. So selling your own products is amazing. And my secret is this. I would imagine my boys with tons of student loan debt like I did and no inheritance. And then I would imagine them with an awesome education, no student loan debt, and an inheritance. That was my stick and my carrot. I was running away from the pain of them having that ball and chain student loan debt like I did. And then the carrot of them having an inheritance and not having student loan and having a great education. So I want you to do that for yourself right now. If I don't create my successful private label brand, blank will happen. And when I do create my successful private label brand, blank will happen. I want you to write that down. You don't have to tell me, just you write it down or think about it for yourself. Okay. We've already talked about cracking the code. So now we're into the second P, the right place. You can go to AliExpress, smarter shopping, better living, order from the US, order from China. You can go to Alibaba.com and get products. You can search your own backyard. Let's say you wanted to sell brownies or biotin or diapers wholesale. Remember, I told you there was a diaper supplier right here in South Carolina, right? Here's the 3x3x3 boxes, $6.46 with $5.48 shipping for a pack of 100. You could get a pack of 1,000 for about $100, so about 10 cents each. So there's plenty of products out there. Selecting the right product, sourcing it from the right place, and listing at the right price. So you might be thinking, I don't know how to do this. It would take me too long. I might not make any money out of it. It would be too hard. Why would someone want to buy my product? I hear that a lot. I want you to look at Amazon compared to all the other retailers. It is all of them combined. Like next to Amazon is Walmart and all of them combined, right? And even like Temu is not even on this chart yet. I probably need to update this because I'm sure Temu and Wish might even be rivaling Walmart by now, right? Now, write this down. Always, always, always get a sample. Always get a sample and expect to pay $30 to $50 for a sample. And you might say, well, my goodness, why do I have to pay? Well, if you're ordering from China, and it doesn't have to be China, it could be India, it could be the US, it could be anywhere. That jet fuel is expensive, right? And so they have to pay for that. So just a combination of the right place and the right price. Find your product on Alibaba or AliExpress. Use the filters to find best suppliers. Contact your supplier with specific questions. Respond back to the suppliers that email you back, or you can chat with them. Order that test sample. Place your first order. And while you have that first order, I want you to wait. And while you're waiting, then you work on the fourth P, which is promotion. So we're getting ready to launch. And this is so important because as soon as you list a product on Amazon, you have a honeymoon phase. And I want you to take advantage of the honeymoon phase. And a lot of people don't know that. And so they miss out, right? So there are several proven ways to get ranked fast on Amazon for valuable search phrases and make money doing it. You can give deep discounts on your products. If you could cut a check to Amazon to show up on page 1 for your best search term, how big of a check would you write? I would write one as big as I could, right? As big as I could. That's what I would do. You can do Amazon sponsored products. You can do promotion. I want you to think about this. Google has ads. Facebook has ads. Amazon itself has ads. If you're Shopping on Amazon, you'll see sponsored products up at the top. Those are an Amazon ad, and every time you click on one of those sponsored products, the seller gets charged for that, right? The fourth P again, you want to have 5 to 6 high quality images. You want to have great titles, use keywords, bullet points, give the benefit and the feature and a call to action. Tell people, add this product to your cart, buy one for your neighbor too, buy one for grandma, whatever you want to say, you have to tell people what to do. And then when you optimize your listing, that's when you start getting sales from your keywords that you've optimized in your listing. So if you have great images, a great title, you start getting reviews the honest way, then you start getting conversions, right? Then you start getting conversions. Now, where can you get these images from? Your supplier can give them to you, Fiverr can give them to you, Upwork.com can give them to you, 99designs.com can give them to you. There's so many that you can do. And we talked about the perfect promotion for you. So just to recap the 4P process, you want to select the right product, source it from the right place, list it at the right price, and launch it with the right promotion. So this is the pathway to the money. You want to research, contact your supplier, get your logo, get a post-production sample, initial Amazon listing, ship your shipping labels, title, bullets, descriptions, rank your product, and analyze your data. Okay. So here is the growth. Oh, this is the one to 2020, but you can see it was over 500 billion now. But you don't need to be an expert or even the seasoned marketer to have your own private label product. This was my first private label product journey. This was my second private label product journey. It was a hot mess, but this is what I want from you. I want you to go straight from A to dollar signs. This is some butt face soap, right? Butt face soap. White on one side to wash your face, brown on the other side to wash your butt. And this soap, estimated revenue, $4,415 per month. So let me ask you a question. What's better, to invent a brand new product or model one that's already selling? Write it in the chat and let me know what's best. To invent a brand new product or model one that is already selling. Let me know what you think. Model B, yes. Model and B, model one is the best. So here are the 3x3x3 boxes. They're 9 cents to 81 cents a piece, selling on Amazon for $26.99 for 50 of them. But Amazon says, hey, the people that bought that box, they also bought this twine. So now you can create a bundle, and Amazon is telling you, hey, there is a bundle, right? Then you have the 3x3x3 box and the twine. The twine only costs you 56 cents each, but if you look, it's making $6.99 more for adding the twine. So you're paying, let's say, an extra $1 with shipping as well for that. How do you avoid patent infringements? That's a great question. And one thing that you want to do is you always want to search the United States PTO, Patent and Trade Organization, and you also do trademark searches before you do get sorry, before you get anything. Hold on. Go, Chief. Okay. Let's see. It's easier if you model what's selling. So here are the magnetic eyelashes. They're 80 cents to $1.20 each. $17.99. $17.99 selling on Amazon. Look at these pictures. Vital Travel Buddy. This is for a kid going on vacation. You could put your lotion, shampoo, conditioner in these little travel kits. They could fly, and a picture is worth 1,000 words. That's what this is about. Here are some 50 cents to 85-cent products that you can purchase, selling for $10.99 on Amazon. 33 cents for these silicone gel toe protector caps, selling for $10.44. Now, I put these in here this is when you were making $50 a day, but now we want to make $100 per day. And remember, I said at least $15. So you want to go for higher priced items because a lot of people, they're scared, right? So they're going to, they want to go for the cheaper products like the 33 cents. My first product was 16 cents each. 16 cents each. And they sell for over $15, right? You want to find one product and make $100 per day. One product and make $100 per day. So this was a hat that I actually did a Kickstart Your Amazon Business 5-day cruise. It was a virtual cruise, and I talked all about selling on Amazon. And I had this hat, and this is when we went in the Amazon jungle and I used it. This hat you could buy for about $6 and you only had to buy 50 of them. And it's selling on Amazon for $19. So your buy cost $6.15, selling for $18. Remember, I told you approximately a third for your net. So you want to find one product and make $100 per day, and they are everywhere, right? So all they did was take some of their expertise and create a private label brand. Product research, finding the suppliers, the payment solutions, shipping, optimizing the listing, ranking, promotion, traffic, everything. So now it's your turn. You're just as smart as these customers. You're as capable of these customers, and you deserve it, right? You deserve it. So who of you would like a full 100% no secrets look at exactly how to create your own private label product? I'm talking about your brand right here from A to dollar signs, not this hot mess that I went through on my first time, not even this hot mess that I went through on my second time. I want you to go from A to dollar signs with happiness, right? With happiness. That's what I want. And it's as simple as the 4P process. So, okay, I see me. All right. Well, you're going to get 100% unfettered access to Ecom Seller Propeller, right? Ecom Seller Propeller. So what is this? Ecom Seller Propeller. Ecom Seller Pro. I believe that everyone can be an Ecom Seller Pro. It's an easy to follow resource that will get you to rock store status fast. Private Label Pro, the 4P marketing mix broken down into bite-sized actionable pieces. This is what it looks like. Introduction to private labeling, how to get ungated, how to brand with the end in mind, your FBA quick start guide, how to think like a customer, your product, start searching for the product, continue searching. Is this a good product to sell? Let's get a sample. How do you analyze the data? You found it. OEM, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the right place, right? All the Amazon Queen keys to the castle, how to analyze the data and make data-driven decisions. We're going to talk about Amazon pay-per-click. We're going to talk about Seller Central and the different categories that you can be in and the right price, right? Private label timeline. You're going to contact the supplier, your quotes, your invoices, every single thing that you need to private label a product. It's in the 4P process in Private Label Pro. I can't believe my first test product sold after only 1 month after purchasing the private label course and after my product went live on Amazon. This is important. I had organic sales without PPC. Thanks, Becky, right? Sourcing secrets, how to avoid the scams, find the world-class manufacturers and ship your product overseas with confidence, right? That's a $97 value. The 37 private label hacks cheat sheet. This is what the 8-figure sellers are doing that you're not learning about on YouTube or out in Google. That's a $297 value. Your coupon code cracker. This is when you own the branded website, and this is your fast track to getting cash in the door fast, right? This is our new foot peel, for example, for just $1.30. So you're giving them a discount in exchange. You can't say for a review, but you want more sales for those keywords to rank you higher on the first page of Amazon. So you get Private Label Pro, the sourcing secrets, the 37 private label hacks cheat sheet, the coupon code cracker, the FBA quick start guide, how to get started. That's a $197 value. Then there's the wholesale training, right? You're only one product away. One product. I sold one product on Amazon and made well, no, that wasn't wholesale. That was my private label product when I sold 1,237. But I have sold wholesale products that weren't my brand and made a ton of money in one day. In fact, it was $35,000 my first month when I was suspended online. So this is what's in Wholesale Pro, how to get started. Where do you create your wholesale accounts? How do you look for wholesale suppliers? Getting virtual assistants to do the work for you, right? So not only do you get private label training, you get wholesale training, and then unlocking the secrets of Amazon's AI. Okay, artificial intelligence is all the rage now. Everybody's talking about artificial intelligence. And so this is a $3,500 value from one of my mentors. She charges $10,000 to write one Amazon listing. $10,000 to write one Amazon listing. Now, how can she do that? Because she's a copywriter and because that $10,000 Amazon listing makes millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars, right? You also will get a signed copy of my book, Cracking the Amazon Code. Remember, I told you I was going to show you how to do that. So total value so far is $10,202. Real people, real results. T. Marie was like, wow, step-by-step instructions. Now, this is what I was looking for in learning the subject. Special bonus, right? The vendor vault. This is the Ecom Rockstar Rolodex. It's chock full of every possible service provider that you will ever need to sell on Amazon. And it's all in one place in my vendor vault, which is right here. I give you the right place, the right product, the right promotion. You choose a niche, everything you need. You're in agreement. Listing creation services, Amazon reviews, liability insurance, everything, right? That's the vendor vault. I valued it at $11,037. It's really worth more than that. The hypnotic Amazon copywriter, right? From my mentor, the best Amazon conversion expert on the planet. You get her hypnotic Amazon listing mastery. This one's a big one. If you are a business and you're a Fortune 500 and you want a Fortune 500 year business and use OPM, other people's money, to start and scale and diversify your e-commerce business right from the start, I have teamed up with one of my friends that teaches people how to get business credit, right? Everything that you need to know to build your business credit like a boss from day one. So I always reward the fast action takers. My personal supplier, boots on the ground in China, her name is Frances, and this is her with her son. And I worked with her before her son was born, and now he's almost a teenager, not quite. He's like almost double digits, 10 years old. But Frances has been my supplier, and you will get access to Find It Frances. So that means that you don't have to do the research yourself. Once you say, this is the type of product I want, you can send it to Frances and say, Frances is in China, and say, Frances, can you find people that can do this, or, that have this type of product? So this is Carlo. He's like, I'm so grateful to Becky for this excellent course she's put together and the wonderful opportunity this has given me to start my Amazon business. And you can read all of that. This is all recorded, so you can come back and read it. But what are just 5 private label products worth to you, right? 5 products, $10 profit per day times 50. That's $500 per day profit, or $15,000 a month. Or 2 products, if you raise your prices, $15 profit per item. You sell 20 a month. That's $300 per day profit. That's $9,000 a month. So I want to know, if there's 7.125 billion people in the world, do you think you can make 20 sales a day? I know you can. I know you can. 20 sales a day, right? So you can see why the Ecom Seller Propeller is a good deal at $9,997. But I decided to get a bit crazy and give it away at $7,997. But that's for the general public, because I want to make this a no-brainer for you. And because you've stayed here with me for over an hour watching this, you are special, and you can get everything that I just listed for $4,997 today at ecomsellerpro.com, ecomsellerpro.com. So no matter if you're doing retail arbitrage or wholesale or private label, Everything is covered in there. Or even if you're brand new and you're just now kickstarting your Amazon business, the challenge replay is in the training as well. This is Chris. He's like, a massive thank you to Becky Thames for the course that's been provided. Not only is it crystal clear to follow, but the content provided in the course is amazing. Great value for the money. If you're looking to start Amazon private labeling, then this is the best place to start. Fact. Now, if all this did for you was seamlessly let you create a private label product that makes a difference in people's lives, would that be worth it to you? Or finally allow you the roadmap to create your successful private label product in lightning speed? Would that be worth it to you? Or enable you to actually be financially free once and for all? Or what about this one? This one's near and dear. What if you got a letter that said, congratulations, this student loan is paid off, zero balance, right? Your success is my driver. Hey, Becky, Ecom Seller Pro changed my life forever. I left my job and now make twice as much in half the time. Or your success is my driver. I care about you and your results, and I want to set you up for success. I do. So my personal guarantee for you, let's get results guarantee. You're here because you want to get results. So here is my guarantee to you. You can go through my training videos, follow each step, put it into action, and get results. And if at any stage you're struggling or if something isn't working out as you had hoped, simply reach out to me via email right away, and I'll help you get unstuck so you can get results, right? So there's two types of people here, right? You could be a layabout Lisa and say, oh, well, Becky's giving away like $20,000 worth of information for $5,000. I want to just go back and watch TV. Or you can be like, take action, Tina, and be like, oh my gosh, where is it? I want to take action right now because I want to change my life and the life of my family. And I'm hoping for you that you are wanting to be a take action, Tina. So if all this did was help you get away from your stick and move towards your carrot, would that be worth it? So I want to ask you, earlier when I asked you to write down your stick and your carrot, or to just think about it, did you do it? Let me know in the chat if you even thought about it or if you wrote it down. Let me know in the chat if you did. While I take a glass of water, because this is what I know. If you actually did it, then you're an action taker, right? You are an action taker. And if I were offered this course in the beginning, before I created my first private label product, I would have kicked myself for not buying it. I'm dead serious. I had to learn it all. I had to create all the systems. I had to network and know the right people and design and fumble and cry and scream and gain 50 pounds and nearly quit over and over and over again. Ecom Seller Pro, right? So all you have to do is follow the steps. Follow the steps. You can get started today for just $4,997. And when you go to ecomsellerpro.com, this is what it's going to look like. How to finally master getting your physical product on the first page of Amazon. And then this is what the checkout page looks like. It's not 4,900 and it's $4,997. This is Joe. He said, it is our pleasure to write this testimonial for an incredible woman, Becky Thames. We had invested over $35,000 in our e-commerce education prior to meeting Becky. We had some issues with the original company and things were not going well. We're doing this for about 9 months now, and we have to say that we've learned more about Amazon than we ever thought we would know. We've learned more from Becky's course in the first 6 weeks than we did with the other company in 6 months. Becky's videos are right to the point and explain the lessons simply and directly. If we met Becky first, we probably would have paid a lot more than we paid for her knowledge. Her program is stellar. But listen, because you joined this webinar, because you have stayed with me almost for an hour and a half, and remember I told you you are in the right place at the right time.